say it because I don't want to, if I can get in trouble with, if I even mention the name of the restaurant. But anyway, so in this article in today's news online, it actually said that this company is going to start serving clean bacon. Okay? Clean. Shalom, Israel. I was reading the news and I came across this article. And this restaurant is known for salads and sandwiches. Begins with a P, ends with A. I don't want to say it because I don't know if I can get in trouble with, if I even mention the name of the restaurant. But anyway, so in this article in today's news online, it actually said that this company is going to start serving clean bacon. Okay? Clean bacon to its customers. And I thought this was incredible. This is an incredible lie. I mean, it is a lie for Israel. And specifically where it comes down to what Yah has said that is actually food for us. It's food that we can consume. And some of the article talked about how they were going to clean up this pig, this swine, right? But first, I just want to kind of go through a little bit, just in case you aren't Israel or you're new to finding out that you're Israel and you've been consuming food like swine, pork, pig, bacon, pork chops all your life. And so pork rinds, cracklings, bacon, sausage, and any derivative, chitlins, you know, all these things that we eat in the West and other places as well. So, but this is not considered food. Swine or pork is not considered food by the Most High Yah. So we're not supposed to be eating it in any derivative, any form. I don't care if you cook it at 190 degrees Celsius. It's just not fit for human consumption, specifically for the nation of Israel. But some of the things that they're saying this food chain is reporting, this restaurant chain is reporting that it's going to do to clean this bacon up. And it says that it will not allow gestation crates for pregnant swine, for pigs, right? And these pigs will be fed a vegetarian diet, as if the diet of a pig is somehow clean. Pigs will eat you. They will eat their own children. They will eat feces. They will eat other animals. They will eat carcasses of dead animals. They will consume any and everything. And this, by them feeding a vegetarian diet, this is supposed to clean up the pig, but I don't believe it can't. And they also say, this particular company says that they won't give the pigs antibiotics. Okay? And they said they will not use artificial curing agents and preservatives, and said that the bacon will be kept at room temperature as opposed to being refrigerated. This is how they keep it now. It's refrigerated. And they said then the extra bacon bits or broken off pieces of bacon, instead of serving it to customers, they will put that in its salads now. So be aware that if you eat at this particular restaurant that begins with a P and ends in an A, and they specialize in soups and sandwiches, right? That they're going to be putting this bacon in their salads. There are several scriptural references to the uncleanness of swine or pork, however you want to term it. And some of the scriptures, one is with Leviticus 11, chapter 11, verse 7, Deuteronomy 14 and 8, Isaiah 66 and 17. And in this particular, in the gospel, you can look at Matthew 8, Mark 5, Luke 8, Luke 15. And a lot of us will remember the story of Yahushua encountering a man that had several devils or demons in him, and they recognized Yahushua for who he was and asked him to not destroy them yet, right? But to instead allow them to go into the swine. There was a herd of swine up side of a hill or whatever. And so he allowed them to go into that swine. So those demons went into that herd of swine, and then the swine ran swiftly into the ocean or to the sea and died, right? So that's one of the more well-known stories of swine in scripture outside of Leviticus, Deuteronomy, and Isaiah. That's located in the gospel. But I just want to give you a couple facts concerning pig or swine. And like I said earlier, a pig will eat you. They will eat their own young. They will eat anything dead or alive. They are considered the garbage disposals of the earth, which means that they will, if you can give them holes of, seafood, if you eat seafood, which you shouldn't be doing, if you shouldn't be eating shellfish, if you're an Israelite. You also shouldn't be eating fish that doesn't have fins and scales. Any kind of shellfish you shouldn't be consuming, but it'll eat all of these things, right? And they can completely digest whatever they consume in about 4 hours, which is really, really fast. And because they consume it so fast and they don't have sweat glands or have very limited sweat glands, they barely sweat, they can't excrete the toxins in which they've consumed from their body. So when you eat this, whatever toxins this swine or pig has consumed is trapped in the fatty tissues, and you consume that when you eat, right? When you eat it. Okay, so, and there are other things that are, one of the things that I think a lot of us are aware of is called the swine flu, in which this article, not the one about the food, but I did a little side research, and I listened to some of the things already that I researched about eating pig or swine, and that the swine flu virus, it says, has leaped from pigs to humans, and then can be passed from human to human. And you can just do a search on Google or whatever search engine you use, and just type in a phrase like pig consumption, health benefits, or health risk consuming pig. It listed all kind of viruses and worms and stuff that pigs have that humans can have in their body as a result of eating pig, whether it was cooked completely or not. And it just really lists a whole slew of ailments that are as a result of eating unclean or eating something that's not considered as food. Yehoshua exemplified that in the gospel by sending those devils into something that would not be consumed by Israel. And Yahuwah had already designated to us what's clean and unclean, fit for consumption by us as a people, right? So I just wanted to bring that out, and I'll put links below to the article that I actually read, and I'll put links below to some of those other online journals that talks about the viruses that swine or pig carry, about the detriments of consuming it, and just Israel. It really is important for us to come into line with the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahuwah, and in doing so, we only stand to increase our own health and increase our ability to live a better quality of life, especially with regards to food, because we suffer from diabetes, we suffer from high blood pressure, we suffer from obesity, and this is not unlike any other European country where the population is majority Europeans or Caucasoid people that have the same ailments. So it's not just found within our community. This is found within communities all over the world, but specifically in this country, we know that as a people we suffer from these things, just like our Gentile nations and Gentile neighbors do as well. So I just wanted to bring this to your attention because I found it incredibly deceiving, and it lends itself to understanding how the system in which we live in right now, how it just totally goes contrary to the guidance that Yahuwah gives us to people to live. So with that, Israel, this is Shalom and Hallelujah.